it's me, Zariya, back with another video. This is video 3 in a series that I'm calling Becoming, where we're talking about how to become the person that God has already destined you to be. So if you missed the first 2 videos, definitely go back and watch those 2 first. But if you currently look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, or you keep falling victim to your bad habits and your toxic mindsets, or whatever it is about you that you're like, gosh, why is this like this? Then this video is for you. Because today we will be covering how to uncover the person that you want to be, the steps necessary to make it a reality, and most importantly, how to love yourself in the process. So you know those people who are the same for years, like same home, same clothes, same job, same mentality, same everything? You know, they just seem stuck in one period of time. Well, that's because they never did the personal work necessary to move up to the next level in their life. Because they either 1, weren't aware, 2, couldn't imagine leaving their comfort zone, 3, they felt helpless in their circumstances and did nothing, which is totally understandable, or something else. But I'm here to tell you today that God has greatness for everyone. He has greatness for you, but all of us won't achieve it because all of us won't make the decision to grow by any means necessary. And the first thing that you have to do when you make the decision to grow is to define who it is you're growing into. Even though I'm an actor, I've always struggled with imagination. Like in the videos previously, I talk about how I really didn't have a vision for my life. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know who I was. Still don't really know, but it's like, it's much clearer than it was before. And the reason I never had an image of where I would be in the future is because I honestly never thought about it. So you have to think about it. What kind of person do you want to be? Not outwardly, but inwardly. What is future you's values, goals, habits, schedule, relationship dynamics, self-esteem? You have to get to the nitty-gritty. And this is something that I come back to periodically because as you grow, you change. And so some things you'll add to the list, some things you might take away. But the important thing is that you allow yourself the time to really establish what it is that you truly desire out of life. So then after you brainstorm about the life that you wish to live, you then have to start thinking about, like, what is it that I need to do in order to make this person a reality? And the first step to making that person a reality is identifying what you dislike, or what is hindering you. Because our lives are made up of seasons and levels. Seasons make up levels, and as you grow through seasons, you move up to higher levels in life. So you have to identify what the issue is in the current season so that you can work through it and move on to the next level. So I used to suffer from emotional loneliness, which is where you feel like you have no one that you can go to. I was very silent and shut down and muted and uncomfortable in my own skin. I felt deep down that no one really knew me and that no one really cared about me. But at the same time, I was afraid of getting close to someone for the fear of being rejected or the fear of being hurt. And the source of those beliefs came from my childhood. And at some point in my life, I knew that I didn't want to be silent anymore. I didn't want to feel shut down. I didn't want to feel uncomfortable in my body. And so then I went on this journey of figuring out how to not be that girl anymore. And so you have to do something similar. You have to sit down with yourself and identify the things in your life that you don't want to live through any longer. And so the second step is figuring out why it's hindering you. Why is this here? And what are strategies in order to get through it? And you have to answer these questions. You have to think about these questions because nobody in the physical is going to save you. Nobody is going to tell you step by step what to do. Nobody is going to make you do it. Nobody is going to help you do it. You have to partner with God and let Him heal you. And I got my strategies through prayer, fasting, good old Google, reading, living life out of my comfort zone, and recently therapy. Since I felt lonely, I then started to force myself to hang out with people. I joined a sorority to get used to being myself around people that I wasn't super comfortable with. I did things that would teach me the skills in order to be the person that I wanted. So the third step in this process is to do it scared, because daily habits make up lifestyles. The thing you want to change is going to require you to do something that you've never done before. And you'll either make the decision in your head and the follow through will be super easy, or it's gonna take discipline on your part. And discipline means that even when you don't feel like doing it, you do it anyway. And God's grace will bring you so much peace in this season, because you're gonna fall off, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna not do it, but that's okay. It's not about how many times you mess up, it's about where you end up. So basically, you have to make the decision and you have to do it. It's much easier said than done, but there is no other option. There's no other answer besides doing it. And no matter how many times you mess up, no matter how many times you fall off, you just pick yourself up and you try again. The fourth step in making the person you want to be a reality is identifying the people who can support you, and then also distancing yourself from those who are holding you back. You have to get around the people who have the character and the self-esteem and the schedule and the daily habits and whatever else that you've conjured up in your head. You have to get around people who are like the person that you want to be, because you are who you hang around. So you have to get away from people who complain about life but don't have any solutions. Get away from people who aren't trying to grow. Get away from people who are doing things that you wish to stop. If you want to stop being negative, you have to stop hanging around negative people. If you want to have more confidence in yourself, you have to stop hanging around people who have low self-esteem. You don't have to stop loving them, but you can't kick it as you used to. You just ain't gonna be able to do that. And the fifth step to making this person your reality is keeping a journal, because you live in your own body every day. And so these kinds of changes take time and they develop over time. And so you'll be walking in the things that you were like hoping for months ago and not even realize it, because it's become natural to you. And so keeping a journal will allow you to go back and see how far you've come, or see what areas you still need to work on. And so as you are working on yourself, working on your habits, working on your mindset, working on your character, working on whatever it is that you are feeling like you want to be better at, you have to also learn how to love yourself where you are. And the solution to that is asking God to show you, to help you understand his love for you. So the lyrics to the song Jireh by Maverick Music, and if you haven't heard it, please go listen to that song. I will put it in the description box. But it really spoke to me when I first heard it, because about 2 weeks ago, I came to the realization that I felt like I wasn't enough because I didn't believe that God was enough. I felt like I needed to drink more water. I needed to be more fit. I needed to have better clothes. I needed to be more confident, be more sure of myself. I needed to have a clearer vision. But it's like, you don't need anything to get love from God. You don't have to be anything to get love from God. You will literally never be more loved than you are in this moment, in the state that you're in the broken, low self-esteem, no confidence, wherever you are right now, he will love you the same. We think that we have to do so much to be worth something, and you don't have to do anything, because you were worthy of love. You were valuable when you came out of your mother's womb. Point blank, period. You don't have to do anything to be valuable. You don't have to do anything to be worthy of love. There is no stage that you can level up to that God will love you more. You'll never be more loved than you are right now. And whatever is standing in the way of you loving yourself or accepting God's love can be healed, and it can be transformed. I hope this video was helpful. I also have another journal prompt in the description box that will help you get into more detail about identifying the life that you wish to live, the life that you wish to have, and the things that you need to shift in order to get there. Because we have to remember that a full life is made. So you got to do the work by any means necessary, okay? So comment down below the things that have helped you in your journey to love yourself, to love what you see when you look in the mirror. And as always, I will see y'all in the next video.